So I've been like the dentist whose kids need fillings and they've been putting it off and putting it off. There's my old website. We're looking at CraigShipp.com that was built probably 10 years ago when Google Sites first came out, whenever Google Sites came out, and hasn't changed much over the years. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to build a mobile ready, basically a reactive site, a site that changes depending on what device people view it on. And most people these days are using mobile devices to view websites. I think it's more than half statistically are using mobile devices to view websites. So your website has to look very good on an iPhone, on an Android phone, on a tablet, on anything. So we're going to take a look at the procedure of building a mobile ready, every platform friendly website, and we're going to do it right now. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm at the Area Guides dashboard right now, and to have a site set up so that you can work on your own site, just go to areaguides.com, areaguides.com/advertise, and you'll be able to get in touch with us and have a site set up so that you can play around with your own website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select CraigShipp.com. I've got two websites here that I can actually edit, but I'm going to click edit on CraigShipp.com, and this is going to bring me into the editor, and this is a brand new site where absolutely nothing has been done, and this is basically an empty template, if you will, and ready to be played around with. So we're going to get started here, and what I've done is I've put aside some photos and some building materials, I call them, some text that I put in a Google document so that I can copy and paste some text, and I can slowly whittle away at building this site. Okay, so let me go ahead and start by putting a logo in here. Edit logo. Okay, so I'm going to use an image. Actually, maybe I'll just use text here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use text. So I'm going to just put CraigShipp.com. This is going to be a very simple website, which simplicity sometimes is a good thing, especially if people are viewing it on mobile devices. Okay, now I really, for the phone number, I'm going to go ahead and edit this text, and I'm going to make it the 800 number. (800-221-8048). That's correct. Okay. So, and now we've got the home page. This image here, I'm going to go ahead and put my big image of me holding the camera. So I'm going to pull down, edit, and I'm going to replace it. And I need to upload a new image. And let me see, I've got them over here. I'm going over to my second monitor. Okay, and I can drag the file right there. So this is the one I want. I'm going to drag it right onto here. And again, it does save you some time if you go ahead and have these images ready. Okay, so I'm going to say done. All right, so I've got that image there. And your business slogan, what I'm going to do, let me go to my old website. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That's one of the slogans I use. I think I'll go ahead, I guess I'll go ahead and use that. All right, there we go, so I can toggle back and forth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my slogan, and I keep it in my mail here. So if I go to compose a mail, it's right here. Any sufficiently, I actually like the events define our life, but that might be too long. Let me try that one. Let me try that one and see what happens. Go back here, and your slogan here. Edit. We can actually change, I believe, yeah, we can change this to Title 1. Okay, so that's good. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Events define our life. If not captured, preserved, and shared in photos, did they ever happen? Okay, that's good. So, and contact us, I guess that's going to go to a page where they can contact us. So I'll leave that there for now and worry with that later. And then here, let's see, sample title. So I get 3 different sections here. So what I should do is think about what sections I want to have my 3 primary sections. And one can be, okay, so I got to edit the text here, okay. I'm learning this along with you. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do my media. Because this is going to be like photos, videos, things like that. All right. All right. And then the second one is going to be oh, I keep messing that up. I got to pull down this to edit. Okay, second one is going to be about Craig. And the third one is going to be area guides. Okay. All right. So in my media, I'm going to start with an image here. And I'm going to replace. And I'm going to upload a new image. And this time I'm going to go back over to the same place where I've got a bunch of images. I'm going to go to my 5-star photos. And I'm going to pick an image that I like. I kind of like the water skier one. I'm going to do the water skier one. So I'm going to drag that on there. And again, you can change these anytime. So you can update this sort of stuff anytime you want to. Okay, so there's that image in there. Now, on the About Craig, what should I put there? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I got to give a little thought to some of this. I'm going to pause the recording right now and play around with these next 2 boxes. And you can see here how you edit this text too, by the way. You just pull this down and edit text. So you'll see how I'm going to do that. But I'm going to play around with these 3 boxes, and then we'll come back once I do that, because I don't want to bore you too much. So we're just going to pause just for a couple minutes here. Okay, so I've done a little bit more work here, and what I've done is under the About Craig, I put some text. And just a little trick, you want to have this text be plain text if possible. And one way you can do that is go to your Gmail Compose window and just copy and paste text into here, highlight it, and then click the little X down here, remove formatting, and you can remove all the formatting from the text and then copy it into your website. Just a quick little trick for how to clean up your text quick and easy. So you can see here I've got about my media and About Craig and text, and then area guides. So you say you want it all. I still have to put an image in here. So I need to figure out what image I want to use for area guides. Maybe I will use a screen capture of a website. I'll probably use a screen capture of this website when it's done, of the three different, the mobile, the desktop, and the tablet view of it. So we'll leave that for later. So now what I want to do is I'm going to just do a quick little preview of what I've done so far. So I'm clicking here on preview, and here we can see what it's going to look like on the desktop. Okay, and let me see if these all work. It's a Facebook link. Maybe those links don't work in preview mode. I'm not sure if they do or don't. Yeah, it doesn't look like they work in the preview mode. So we'll view that live as a website when we're finished to make sure that those links are working. And let me see what else here. Contact us. Let's see what that does if we click on that. Okay, so we still need to work on the Contact Us page, obviously. And we still, of course, have to work on the gallery page. And About Us. We have to work on that. Okay, so go back to Home. Now up here you can click and see what it will look like on other devices. So here's what it will look like on a mobile phone. And this is the key here to this whole system, is it formats the page specially to be on various devices and to look decent on various devices. So far that's looking pretty good. I'll probably remove one of the social icons so that there's only one row of 4. I'll probably do like the 4 most prominent ones, just so it looks a little bit better. Or maybe I'll add a couple more so that there's 2 rows of 4. Do that too. So you just get a chance to look at how things are looking as far as the progress that you've made so far. So I'll go back to the editor and I will work a little bit more on a few of these pages, and then we'll take a look at the progress as we move along. Okay, so I'm clicked over to the gallery page, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead. By the way, the way you just navigate these is you click on whichever one you want, and it's going to go to that page, and then you can edit it. Okay. You can also edit the navigation section as well separately. Alright, so here we've got this element here, and it's called a photo gallery. So it looks like it has 6 photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this, and it says add a photo to your gallery site. Okay, so I guess these are like placeholders here. So I'm going to delete all images, I guess. Again, we're learning this together. Alright, so I'm going to add an image here, and I'm going to upload a new image, and I'm going to see if I can upload multiple images at once. Okay, so I'm going back over to my folder, which is on the other computer again, and I'm going to select all my 5-star photos and drag them here, and I'm going to see what happens. Risky behavior here. Yep, it's uploading all of them, it looks like. So I'm going to pause this while these are uploading. They're uploading pretty fast, but pause it just for a second. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a series of images here, and you got to add them one at a time. And I believe there's also a slideshow. By the way, I uploaded them, you know, as a batch. to my uploaded section. And I believe there's also a slideshow option, which we're going to look at. I'm going to add a couple more of these to the gallery just so we have something in here. Oh, I better add Miss Maryland too. And a couple more. Go ahead and add Emily. I want to add the dancers too. They're cool. And the dancers. Okay, so we'll do those for now, and I'm going to say done. Alright, so good. That's an even number. 9 photos in the gallery. Okay, now I've added an element and I've added an image slider underneath there. I just dragged it over from the add element section here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of images to that. So I'm going to say add an image. Again, I go to the uploaded section and find one that I haven't used yet. Okay, so I haven't used the rifle. Do that one. And another one I want to use. It's a shame it doesn't default back to where you were. Okay, so I'm going to use the Civil War guy. And I'm going to use, I like the surfer. And I'm going to use horseback rider. And I want to use the hawk also. I like the hawk. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and use them all and see what happens here. I'll use the pie eaters. And I want to use Jenny. And I want to put a product photo in here, so I'll put the honey in here. And one more I'm going to go ahead and do Audrey. I don't think I did her yet. Okay, so I'm going to say done. Done. Okay, so the image slider is in place. Alright, so I'm going to hit republish here. Publish it. And I got a website address here. Whoops. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to say done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new tab here and go to that URL. I guess that's a URL. Oh no. Yeah, okay. So I guess this is the way we view it live. So here we're looking at what we built so far. Again, very simple, very clean, which I like. Click on Contact Us. I don't think that's been set up yet. Yeah, that's the page we still got to work on. So let's go back to the home page. Click on Gallery. That's the one we just set up. Okay, and it's loading them in. There we go. So there's the gallery. Loaded pretty good. So let's say I want to look at this picture. Click on it. Goes full screen. And I can go, I got an arrow here to, I guess I can probably use my keys on my keyboard too to go left and right, right? No. Okay. So you can use this arrow here to change photos. Yeah. Alright, so it's kind of a rudimentary slideshow. It works. Alright, and then down here I've got a slider. So I can click and slide through these pictures. Now they're cut off because of the shape of it, some of them. But that's the only one where the guy's cut off. Well, she's cut off. So I have to see if I can maybe make that a little bit bigger so they're not cut off. Okay, so let me pull this view mode down next to my other tabs. Let me go back to the editor here and go down and see if I can make this bigger. Let's see here how we do this. Here. There we go. Absolutely. Alright, so I'm going to leave it that size for now, republish that. Done. Now let's go back and notice it's going to be small still. Let me refresh this page. And yeah, it's bigger. Okay, so now we can use the arrows here. Go from image to image. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so we got a slider and we got a gallery. We got a gap here. I wonder if I can get rid of that or put some text in here. So let's go back here, see what the heck is in here. Row. I don't. Okay, so nothing there. Okay, so nope. Trying to see if I can make this fill that area more. Maybe what I need to do is I need to make this smaller. Bring this up. Is that what I need to do? See if that makes the gap. Yeah, that got rid of the gap. Okay, good. So we fixed that. And all right, so let's republish that. Done. Go back to my live view here. Refresh the page. There we go. We clean that gap up. So looking pretty good on the gallery. Alright, so now let's go back here to About Us. Oh, no, not About Us. Let's do Contact first. That's going to be easier. Contact. Find Us. Alright, so I don't have a location for them to come to, so I'm going to get rid of that map. And I really don't need a Contact Us page, to tell you the truth. But I guess I'll leave it. Delete this. Delete this. Delete that. Delete that divider. Okay. Delete that. Okay, so now I got it. Okay, so let me go ahead and edit this. Oops, I'm sorry. This is a little tricky, by the way. Edit. Okay. Whoops, I want to edit that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo what I just did, whatever I just did. Okay, no, I'm good. Alright, so now what I want to do is paragraph, edit. Now this is a little bit tricky. You got to kind of get in here to the text first of all. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this out. And delete this out. And I'm just going to say email. I'm going to use my cs@areaguides.com. areaguides.com. Okay, so then I'm going to highlight that. actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that whole thing if I can. There, copy that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the link tool here. This is kind of cool how this works, and I'm going to say email address, your email address, and text on button email cs@areaguides.com. Alright, so I'm going to say done. Alright, and then on the phone number, I'm going to go ahead and put the 800 number. Okay. How do I get out of that? Okay, so get out of the editor. Alright, there we go. Find us. Find us, I can get rid of that. So delete that. Email, then send us, then a phone number, then send us a message. Okay. Alright, and all these things can come up. Well, that's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to say republish. Done. Go back to this view mode here, and if I click on contact us, there, that's all ready. All right, now I'm going to test this. Tim, email, CS areaguides.com, phone 555-555-5555, testing, and send. How does it know where it's sending it to, though? I'm going to need to go into the settings and see if that's all set up right. Thank you for contacting us. We'll get back to you soon. Okay, so that's good, but let me make sure that that's set up to go to somebody. Contact form, edit, more, design, general, email settings. Here we go. Form submission will be sent to. Yeah, I didn't have my email in there, so of course it won't do. Email message, email subject, form message, CraigShipp.com contact. So that way I know it's coming from CraigShipp.com contract. I can set up a filter for that. Thank you for contacting. I'm going to say contacting us is fine. Okay, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'm going to say contacting me because it's my website. I will get back to you. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Or sending you a message, please try again later. Okay. So I'm going to say done. All right. And let's say republish. Anytime I do something major like that, I like to republish just so I know I didn't forget. Okay, so now we've got, let's go back to the viewing section here. We're going to home page, looking pretty good. Going to make sure that contact us is correct. So if I click on this, okay, cool. It goes to the contact page. Perfection. So go back to home. So that works. My media, about Craig. Okay, so I need to put a link here to my portfolio page. All right. So I need to figure that out. And I should try to make that picture a link too. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, home. Image. Edit. Clickable image. Here we go. All right. add a link to that. Okay, so I want to link it to gallery. That's easy enough. Done. And then what I want to do is I want to put another link here, just in case people don't figure that out, that they can click on that. I'm going to say click here, copy that, and I'm going to say link it to existing page to gallery, and I'm going to say done. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and republish that. Say done. And go back here and view this. Refresh this page. All right. And go over here and say, if I click on the image, bam, it goes to the gallery. Go back to the home page. If I click here, it goes to the gallery. All right, so that's done. All right, so now the other thing I want to make sure is working is, okay, is email Craig here working? Yeah, mail to CraigShipp.com. That's working. I hovered over it and I can see the link there. Let's see if Facebook works. Facebook doesn't work. Twitter doesn't work. Instagram works. Okay. Let's see if YouTube works. Yep, YouTube works. Okay. And they're opening up in a new tab, which is good. And let's see about Google+. No, Google+ doesn't work. Okay, so I need to fix Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. All right, so I go back here to the editor. And social icons. Edit. And for Facebook, I guess I got to put the whole URL in here. Earlier I just put the username. Frederick News. Believe that's it. Okay. And then Twitter. .com/CraigShipp. Then Google Plus is, I believe, Google. .com/plus CraigShipp. Okay, done. Invalid domain must be, the heck is, done. That's not working. Plus CraigShipp doesn't work. Maybe you got to put plus.google.com. Done. Okay, that might be it. All right, so let's go back to the site, refresh. So, Facebook's not working. Twitter's not working. Still not working. Refresh that again. Oh, did I not publish? Aha. Republish. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to refresh the page. See if these are working now. Yes, that's working. And let's see if Twitter's working. Yes. And let's see if Instagram is working. We already knew that was working. And YouTube. Yes, we already knew that was working. And Google Plus, that's a wild card, we didn't know. Loading slow, but it's working. There's Audrey on the Segway. Okay, good. So everything's working. Let me close that window out. So now I just have to work on the area guide section. But you can see how we're whittling away at this. We're making progress. There is a little familiarity of web design and interactive websites and web-based editing, if you will. And so that's why it's probably best to have one of our experts do this for you, do the initial setup and everything for you. And then if you have to go in and change minor things and things like that, you can do that relatively easily. Of course, we're always available to make changes for you as well at very affordable prices. Our whole thing is making all this affordable for small businesses. So I hope you enjoyed this quick look at building a website that's accessible on all devices. And we're going to take a look one more time real quick at what I mean by that. If we go here to the top, we can see here that we can preview. And this is different than the live view I was watching of the actual published website. This is the previewer within the editor. And so here you can see I can click on this icon here and we can actually see it side by side on 3 different devices, what our website looks like. And so here it is on the desktop, which we just looked at. Here it is on an iPad type device. I should take some of that text out of the About Craig section and maybe link to another page and have more detail so these all balance, and I'll work on that because you can easily add another page and then link to another page. And then here on the Contact Us, this would be the iPhone view. Looks pretty good. Again, I might add a couple more like LinkedIn, maybe LinkedIn, and that'll balance a little nicer. But we've made some progress. And then you can click on these little icons, like here you can just see the phone view bigger, right? See what it looks like on the phone. And then see what it looks like on the iPad. And then see what it looks like on the desktop. And then you can go back to the editor and fix things you want to fix. Okay, so I've finished building the site for now, at least. I spent about 2 hours total building the site, and you can see I've changed the colors a little bit, and I'm just going to navigate through it. This is, of course, on the desktop view, and I've even pointed CraigShipp.com to the website, so that's all working. So I'm on the home page now. I can click on Gallery, and you notice in the URL at the top, it's now at CraigShipp.com/gallery, which is nice and clean. Then if I click on my videos, CraigShipp.com/my-videos, and then About Craig, there's a little page about me, and then under More I have a contact page, and I have Audrey Scher. And I actually should change the color on that more. Notice how that's the old colors, so I need to change that. I just noticed that. Okay, so a website is never done. Writing is rewriting, and website design is an ongoing thing. So I've done some tweaking, and I just want to blast through this real quick to show you. I've gotten these fonts all matched, made sure they're all the same fonts. I've gotten the photos the same size. Notice they're all lined up now. This is fine-tuning. Then I go to the photos section. I centered that text, made it a little bit bigger. And I put the slideshow up at the top, and I made it autoplay. All right, go to videos. I got these lined up, got them tight to the top, got the spacing out. Didn't do a whole lot there. About Craig. Did a little rewriting on this text, got everything lined up here nice and square, got the font all to match, got the links all consistent. Under more, contact, clean that up a little bit. On the tips page, cleaned up all the font, made them all the same font. On the links page, cleaned that up, made that look a little cleaner. Again, the same font, matched. Testing page just has a GIF of Audrey doing her thing. And got all the social media links working. So if I click on this, it opens up Facebook in a new window. And all of those should open up in new windows. There's Twitter. So got all those working. YouTube. Okay. So just a little fine tuning. Took me about another hour or so really to go through and just fine tune everything and get it kind of the way I like it. It's very simple, very clean. And I am pleased with this interface and with the website that we built. Thanks again for watching. Okay, one last recording. I promise this is the last. And I want to show you the finished site in the viewer that shows you the 3 different sites, just so you know what the finished site looks like now. Now this is what it would look like in a browser on a typical home page. See how nice that looks, how everything balances. I click on photos, loading in the photo page, and notice it's loading it in to show you what it would look like on a tablet and on the iPhone there as well, on the photos page. Alright, if I go over here and scroll, how nice it would look on an iPad, and look how nice that looks on an iPhone. Okay, I should add one more picture so that's balanced to my slideshow. I'll go ahead and do that. And then notice how you can pull down the menu here and you can go to other pages, About Craig. And there's the About Craig page, how it would look like on the iPhone. Looking pretty good. So again, this is a complete solution. If you want your website to look good on any platform, you definitely want to use this service, and we can help you out. Just go to areaguides.com/advertise and we can get you hooked up with this whole package and make this happen for you lickety split. Thanks again for watching. I'm going to go back to the full screen, what it would look like on your desktop. Very nice, huh? Let's go back to the photos page. That slideshow, once it loads in, starts running a little slideshow for you. Very, very nice. Well, thanks again for watching.